Okay. So
Okay.
when you come to Sephora, you're going to come to your dashboard. And in your dashboard, it's going to show you all your different earnings. If you are on any of the social media platforms that are here, link them. Go ahead and link them so that it can let people know, that you know how many of your actual people on these are actually clicking your links. So it's sort of like a database that shows you if your links are being clicked when you post them on your social media.
Okay.
All right.
When
So
you go to earn money,
yeah, you go to earn money.
That's the link right there.
This right here is the link that you invite people to come and sign up
Oh,
for
okay.
Sephora. So once they sign up for Sephora, then they have the option to come in here and look at the perks and offers, and
Right.
that's where they get their discounts.
How do I get to the other three products? Go to campaigns.
All right, so then you go to campaigns. Yep. And it will tell you how many campaigns you have available. Looks like I don't have any.
That's the way I get my page, right there, blank.
And they could have it down because they are working on it. I'm not sure, because there should be something.
Yes, they are.
They're working on it. So once it gets back up, you'll have your campaign options here. See available campaigns.
Okay.
So
I got my 4 pages ready.
Yep. Good. We'll get together next week and I'll go through them, or go ahead and send them to me so I can go through and critique them and let you know how they look, and we'll go from there.
I'm gonna have to leave a little early today.
That's fine.
Just
I might too. I need a nap. So, but that's how you use your Sephora. So, but yeah, always, like I said, when you come to your Sephora page, any of these that you have options to, the YouTube's not working right now. Some of these other ones, Pinterest, I think you can go ahead and do Pinterest. TikTok, I don't think is working yet. I can't remember what this one is, but it's not. I know the Instagram, the Facebook, and Twitter is all working currently. So go ahead and go in there and link those. So yeah, we need to figure out what's going on.
Okay. If I have any questions, I'll let you know.
Good. All right. Perfect. So that's how you use your Sephora.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So we're going to move right on into our response magic. So if you have not gotten a link from your instructor, do so for your response magic so that they can get credit for any upgrades that you do, just like you would want your students to, use your link to get credit for anything that they do, so that you can, get paid for commissions earned. The good thing about the response magic is that it's unlimited. You can create as many magnets as you want, interchange them in and out. You don't necessarily have to have a page created. As long as your website's monetized and modified and edited, you can use any page to go into it. So what we're going to do is, I want to create a page just for, I think I did Blue Scorpion, but I want to do one for Wild Alaskan. So you're going to come to number 1, create, and you're going to go to your opt-in form. And from here, it says choose a list. Now, it says use existing list. So if you have a list already, you just want to keep compiling the list, then you can just come here and choose one. See, I have one I created for Blue Scorpion. But here I want to choose a list, and I'm going to name the list, and I'm going to put seafood just put seafood lovers. I was going to do seafood and vegan, but vegans don't eat seafood. Vegetarians eat seafood, but not vegans. So I'm just going to put seafood lovers. All right, so that's the list it's going to go to. And then you have your call to action. Okay, so your call to action is basically going to be your headline right here in red. And I'm going to say, and change the color. I want to change it to blue to mimic the ocean. Like a little, let's see how that looks. And then hit choose. You have to hit choose. If you don't, it still reverts back to the color that's there. So then it changed my color. and then call to action. Okay, so you can have that right there, and that's one, it just stays black. You can't change the color on that one. And then if you had a video, you could actually put the video there. Once they come back up, they'll probably have a video, or if you want to find something on Facebook, you can put a video. Right now, we're not going to do one. And then this is the important one. Create a question. Your questions that you want right here, that's going to show up here. Make sure you highlight the red star on the ones that you want them to have to fill out. That should be their first and last name and their email. Okay. Then you can choose questions to add in there that makes it easier for you to call them. So I always put in a phone number. Okay. And then I put in their state. And the reason I put in their state is that way I can basically determine what time zone they're in. So whenever I decide to call them or need to call them, say they respond something and say call me back, I can look and see what time zone to call that they're in, so that I don't go outside the laws of call times. You can't call anytime before 9 a.m. and you can't call anytime after 9 p.m. their time zone. So since I stay in the eastern part, I'm pretty much covered for about anybody. If it's 9 o'clock my time, I can still call people up to 11 o'clock my time and still be okay. Um, so that's one of the things that you need to, the only thing is in the morning. If it's 9 o'clock my time and I start calling people, it's too early. Um, the nights is I don't have to worry about. So, but you can fill out as many things as you want. Just remember though, that when you are filling out your questions that you want to put over here, think about how you would do or how you would feel if you have 50 million questions to fill out before you actually got to what you wanted. So be considerate. Don't give them too much that they have to do. Give them the bare minimums that get you what you need. So that's why I just want to make sure I got their first name, last name, email. I give them the option to give me their phone number. If they don't, that's fine. Whenever I email them, I will ask for their number so I can text them updates. So that's how you want to get around that. I do the state because I need that so that I can send them emails or phone numbers to be able to keep up with it. But you have a whole list of things that you can do, and then you have a customized field. So if you do the customized field, you choose what you want to put in there. So if you want to ask them, hey, what's your birthday? Or, what's your favorite color? Or this is a seafood. What's your particular kind of seafood you want, or that you like? So just things like that, you can customize your field. So, and then your submit button, this says get instant access. I don't like that. I've never liked get instant access. So I always say I try to stay within this flow of what I've got going on. So here it says seafood. So I'm going to put, I can spell. Oh, where'd it go? Dang it, I wasn't finished. Did it create one already? No, let's see what it did. Yeah. See, it didn't. I hit the wrong button and it finished it. So guess what? I can't use it. So I'm going to delete this one and have to start again. That's the only thing is that once you hit the enter button or submit button, um, it's over with. You have to start again. So I'm going to come here. At least it saved that. And my headline. I don't forgot what I said. Let's see what I said over here. There we go. I'm gonna change it. And again, I still want to get my color. Okay, question, first, last name, email, and I want telephone, and then I want state. State is highlighted. And
The
then
YouTube link.
I'm not putting a YouTube link because I don't have one right now.
Okay.
And you really don't unless you have it right with you. That's why I'm having to create it again, because you can't go back and fix it. That's the
Okay.
thing. If it's not right, you have to delete it and start over. You can't go in and edit your response magic magnet. You have
So
to
you really
create a
don't.
new one.
You really don't need it.
No, you don't need it. You don't need this link.
Okay.
Only if you have a video you want to put in there and you have the YouTube link, you can put it in there, but it's not that you see it says optional. It's not required.
So you can't go in and add the video after you have submitted.
No,
Okay,
no. If you have a video you want to add, you have to create a whole new magnet. You can't come back in and edit an existing magnet. So I'm going to come here where it says submit, get instant access. I'm going to say order today. And I don't want green. I'm trying to keep with the same.
Sheila,
Yes.
these magnets, you can't delegate them to a certain page, can you?
No, you can have it to go to your left of menu and right of menu. If it goes to the left of menu, it goes only on your home page. If you go right of menu, it goes to all consecutive pages in your website. So basically you can have two different magnets, but the one that goes to the right of menu is going to go just to every page. However, because you do have that widget, you can always open a widget block and put the magnet inside your page, and they
Okay.
can still fill it out. But as far as showing up on every page, you can't have different ones for every page unless you put it in the individual page you create.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So when you go to step 5, this is one of the things people forget. There's like, oh yeah, I want them to do their Facebook. No, you don't. Because on Facebook, the only thing they do is their first name, last name, and email. That's it. I think maybe they only do email. So you don't even know where it came from. So however Facebook is logs in, that's the only information you're going to get. So you want to say no. You want them to fill out your information. And since I have the SMS, I pay for it every month. It's $10 a month so that I can actually request them to give me their email. So I don't want them to go to that one or that one. I want them to go to, oh, come on. Select, oh, I haven't created an SMS. So I'm going to still send them to V Marketing. I got to create a SMS for that one, which is fine. Don't worry about it. So this is the next thing you want to see is your privacy statement. So you want to make sure that this is the name that appears that you want them to associate with you. I actually have my name in there. Now, if you wanted to put your website name, you can put your website name. If you just want to put your first name, you can put your first name. Do not put your PBS in there. You want to give them something that they can actual contact with, put face to face, have something, some kind of rapport with. That's why I put my name so they can, look and say, oh, that's an actual person. It's not a bot. So that's telling them, hey, I give Sheila Matchett permission to send me future emails. And the reason I put my name is when I send them an email that's attached to my email, it has my name on it. So when they see Sheila Matchett, they can say, oh yeah, that's the lady, or that's the website I filled information out on. So think about that when you're looking at this permission statement, that however you have your email set up, that they can see that, and that's the name they can relate to. If they see it and there's like, well, I don't know who that is, and it goes to spam and they delete it, and then everything turns yellow because they never opened your email, it could be because they don't recognize who you are. So make sure that this privacy statement actually reflects your information for your email. That will make it a lot easier and probably prompt them more likely to open the email when they see it. Okay. Do you want to receive notifications anytime somebody fills it out? Yes, you do. It doesn't always happen. It might be a couple of days later, but you do want to get that notification. And then this is the important thing. Do you want them to stay on the Response Magic page? No, you want them to go to your custom URL. So if you don't have a page already created for whatever you're advertising for, send them to your thank you page. That's one of the options you can do. So I'm going to actually send them to my seafood page, even though I know it's not ready yet, or I know the seafood's not there. I still want to have it out there. That's a seafood salmon. And you don't want to copy this link because you can see it's a question mark. That means it was a search item. You don't want to do search items, okay? So you want to click on the actual link now that's there. So now your actual link shows up and you can copy that link. And then you're going to go back to your opt-in form and you're going to copy the URL there. Okay. And then do you want to leave powered by message? I always say yes, just to let them know how, where the information came from. You never know. People might see it and say, hey, I would love to do the Response Magic. And if they click on the Response Magic, they can be coming to your website, your Response Magic link, and sign up as a potential advertiser. You will get credit for that. So then you want to go through and make sure everything's the way you want it. Verify it. Seafood lovers, look at your information here. Calling all seafood lovers, make sure your spelling's correct. Make sure your information's there. Your submit call to action is there. Your questions are all the way you want them. Everything, you got your page you want it to go to. Once you say everything is correct, then you just hit submit code. Okay, so then you have your squeeze links, which we just showed you how to do advertising, and then you have your widget. Okay, so say you want to put this on your page. So then you're just going to Control A, which will highlight it, and then you're going to copy, and then you're going to come to your page, your website. I didn't have my computer on all day yesterday. I felt so lost. All right, my daughter told me I couldn't bring it, so so you're going to come here to appearance, and you're going to go to widgets. All right, so then if you already have one there and you want to remove it, all you have to do is go to your text and just take the one that's there out and just hit delete. And it removed it from there. And then you just want to add it back in. So you're going to come down to the bottom, grab a text tab, hit your drop down. And since we removed it from the left, we want to add it back to the left. And then you're going to go and hit add widget, and it's going to open up the box. Okay, and it's going to put it at the bottom of your menu or the bottom of your structure. You want to make sure that it always pops up in visual. Do not put a title in it. If you title it whatever it is, that title's going to show up with your magnet or show up with whatever your link is. It does not look good. It takes away from the whole page. Do not put the title. Do not label it. It's going to show up in visual. We don't want it in visual. We actually have a text widget. So you're going to click on text and you're going to paste that text in there. And this is what it should show up and look like. And then you want to make sure you hit save and then done. Okay, now since this shows up at the bottom, I don't want it to show up at the bottom of my page. The order that it is in is the order it shows up on your page. I don't want it to be at the bottom. I want it to be right underneath my search. So I'm going to drag it up and put it right underneath my search. Okay, so there it is. So then I'm going to come here. Again, I want to add a few more things. So then I'm going to go to visual and see how it looks. This isn't how it shows up, but it's pretty close. Okay. And you see you have all this lovely space in there and say, I want to come in here and maybe put an image in. Okay. I can click up here and hit add media. For those of you that are in the memes program, this is a great place to put your memes. All right. So I don't think I have I should have it on there. I used it. Oh, for some reason it's not showing up. So I'm just going to come up here to upload files, select file, and I want to use this logo I created. And from here, I'm going to go ahead and put in my alternative text. What was it? Okay. And that's all you're going to do. Now, custom URL. Now, I already know my URL, so I want to link my picture. So I'm going to, no, that's my widget. So I'm going to go back. Well, we're not going to link it right now. I'll link it another way. So I'm just going to insert this into post. So there's my image. Now, if I wanted to, I can come back and actually open up another tab.
Gotta go, Sheila.
Okay. Talk to you later.
Okay.
And I'm going to come here to my post, go to my all pages and type in salmon. And it's going to pull up my salmon recipe. And I'm going to link that image, and I'm just going to copy this right here. I'm going to go back to my widget, hit link. All right, got to be careful. And then I'm going to paste that link in there. And you want to open it in a new page, or you can not open it. It's totally up to you. Most people don't want to, since it's going right back into your page. Okay. So now the page is linked. I'm going to hit save, but I want the image to be linked. So I'm going to take that out. So we're going to edit. And I want it linked to custom URL. Paste. Open link in a new tab. Image alternate image. And this is going to be easy. Same thing with up here. I got alternative text, and I'm just going to put easy. Okay. And then hit update. And now I want to go ahead and remove this because it's not where I wanted it. Oh no. So let's fix that. Took my picture out. So let's go back and add my picture back in. Make my picture. Open the tab and update. All right, so I have to make sure I wait till that blue screen goes away or it will delete it again. So once it updates. So then I'm going to come here and remove this. So I don't need that. There. And then I'm going to hit save and then done. So now I'm going to go to my home visit site. And you can see there's my new image. And you're still going to have this space, but now it doesn't look so bad because you actually have an image there. Do not try to take this space out. This space is actually code. In your code, there is information for this space. If you go in and delete the space so that this meshes with that, you've actually destroyed your code. So whenever they fill out your information, it will not go to the page you want it to go to. It will stay on the Response Magic thank you page. And you don't ever want to do that. So that's why I say you can go in and add an image to the visual side and it won't mess up your code. But if you go to the visual side and delete the spacing that's there, you do mess up your code. So don't ever take out the spacing. So, but then if you look on any of my extra pages or other pages, I have a totally different one for that information. So you can have up to 2 different ones that'll be on the same one. But if you wanted to actually put the link on your page, so let's go to, where's my food? So right here, I have Blue Scorpion Venom products. That's not really, I want to go to food. Where did I have it? I have one for, can't remember where I had it now. Is it green products? Yep, so right here. So I actually have one for Farm Fresh Foods. So if I wanted to come here and make a little statement, so I'm going to go ahead and hit edit page. And I'm going to come down here somewhere. That's coffee, wine, fruits and vegetables, and sweets and treats. All right, so right here, steak, seafood, and more. So I can come right here, maybe open up a box right here, and add a custom HTML. And I'm going to come here back to my Response Magic, grab this widget again, copy, go back to my page, paste that link in there, and hit preview. And then I can put up here, do another one, and do a heading, and say, and then I'm going to come here and add a new page, do a paragraph. All right, so I've given them 2 options. They can fill this out and we will email them up information, or they can click on the link to see what's available. So I'm just going to come here since I already made a page, even though the link might not be available. I'm going to copy the link here and come back to this page and highlight this link. And submit. So there's that. So then I want to make sure that I bold. I always like to bold information so they can see it. And I want to see, this is something I found, you know how they say we can do colors now. So if you come here and click on color and select a color, it's supposed to let you change color, but if it's linked, see, there you go. So now you can actually change your colors of your links. If you've done all your updates, you can actually link phrases inside your block instead of changing your whole block. So something to look forward to. Again, I'm going to actually center this. And if I want to change the color, I just highlight it. Come up here and hit your drop down button on your individual toolbar. You will see a new option where it says text color. Click on that and you can choose your color. So I want to do blue. And then if I don't like that blue, you can come here and customize and change your blue. And as soon as you get off of it and click, there's your color. So even though you have your color settings over here, it's for all text or all background. The individual toolbar actually allows you to choose individual words or phrases. So that is your new update for your color changes. So basically now you don't even need to use your classic block unless you want to. So you are good to go. And again, I can actually put another picture here. So and this is one of the first pages I've ever done here, so it's going to look a little weird. I probably have some that I need to update. And I'm just going to shrink this picture and I'm going to move it to the left of menu, shrink it a little bit more. And then I want to come here and get my permalink. Go back to my page and I'm going to link my image. And you want to do paste. And like I said, since this is an internal, you don't have to do open in a new tab. I always like to because people might want to know where they came from, go back to where they were at originally. So there's how you can basically create or add 2 pages and use that magnet inside your page. So if you want to have individual magnets for each page, by all means you can do that. And you just use a widget, an HTML code or a text code block in your system and put that widget there, and they can fill out the information straight here from the link and do the same thing as it did over on the sidebar. So does that help with your response magic information?
That was some good information about the picture there, the order picture. What do you call it? A response magic?
Yep.
Yeah, I like
Yep.
that.
And you can create any kind you want to, but this helps build up your clientele because now you've given them options. Not only can they go and click your actual link to see what's there, but they can actually, fill out an email request and you can update them, be on their, be on your email list so that when you send updates and say, hey, I got a new recipe for that salmon you just purchased, or hey, have you purchased your salmon yet or your wild seafood yet? Let me know how it tastes or whatever. Engage with your followers that come on your website. And like Paul says, about once a month, I send out a newsletter, of all the things. I think I did it not this last week, but week before last, we did send out a newsletter to all the ones that are still active. The ones that weren't active, I just went back and re-upped and sent them a follow-up email saying, hey, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while, something like that, just inviting them to come back and click on that. But that's how you can use Response Magic to help enhance not only your pages, but also enhance your website. And then when you go to do your social media marketing, you can use these squeeze links that are in there to market. And you can put them in your your advertising that you're doing, and let them know, hey, there's information there. If you haven't created your page yet, they can always fill out your response magic, and in that way it gives you a leeway or a foot in the door to send them an email that says, yeah, we finally got our salmon back up, it's ready and ready for you to order. And that way they've given you permission to send out that email. So that's one of the ways you can use that and be able to market with it effectively.
Awesome, Sheila. I got to bow out. Thank you for all this great information. Love
No
you.
problem. Love you, darling. Y'all have a good day.
Take care.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay, gotcha. Cynthia, you got in, right? Trying to check my emails, make sure she got in. Yep, there you are. I see you. Okay, good. All right, so that's how you're going to do response magic. So we're going to write that off our list. And we're going to stop this video recording.